Welcome back, or welcome for the first time, whichever it happens to be. I want to say thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out, help out the algorithm. But I wanted to tell you before we get into the show, my name is Jaylen Kale. Linktree.com/JAK Productions. That'll take you to my music on Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube, and it'll also take you to my social medias and the Feeling Generous tab. All the proceeds will go to the production value of the podcast and my music, but feel free to check it out. I'm sure I'll have a little thing going right there. It's in the description as well. But appreciate you.
Name's Theo. I make films. You can watch those films at Glasshouse Productions 8 on YouTube, and then you can contact me at Glasshouse Productions 8 on Instagram if you would like to help in any form or way. Behind the scenes acting, anything like that. And all my other links will be in the description in my link tree. That's about it.
Welcome back to the Two Tone Podcast, episode number 50. Who would have thought? 50 episodes in, we're still doing it. But I want to say thank you. As you heard in the beginning, my name is Jaylen Kale. Alongside me, as always,
Theo.
how you been doing this week? What you been up to?
Not much. Just been trying to figure out some stuff.
Some stuff. What kind of stuff?
I've been working on some ideas, but also trying to work on like the shot list and stuff for
Wrapping everything together for the first Spiff Diff and Kush, and then working on a little bit of new stuff on the side, huh?
yeah. I really want to like make a sci-fi film, but that's expensive, and I don't got the money for it. But in the
Say sci-fi sounds like it would be expensive. Just the makeup alone, damn near.
yeah, I've just been trying to make some like weapons, just to get like a physical idea of what I'm thinking of,
Right. Have you come to
like props and stuff.
have you
trying
come
to-
to a consensus on what kind of weapon you want to use?
Some type of blade, but I don't want it to be like a lightsaber. But I also don't want it to be like the Dune knife. So
Just trying to figure out something.
I want it to be small though, like a knife, but not a knife.
Like a dagger or a short sword or something like that.
Yeah, something different, but also not like
Something not too far out of the box, but something original at the same time.
yeah.
That does sound quite difficult to find something, in between us two. But seems like a lot of fun. Either way, just trying to figure out what direction you want to take the story and how you want to progress the characters.
Yeah.
What the story even is. Because I'm sure
Also, kind of having difficulties with that.
with what
Trying to write the story, like come up with an idea that the story could follow that isn't similar or the same as Star Wars or Dune.
right. But those are like two of the bigger kind of things that people take from. But have you like looked into like different kinds of sci-fi that aren't Star Wars or Dune, like, Star Trek, or I'm sure there's all sorts of fucking crazy ass shit that was made in the 80s about sci-fi and galactic travel and shit like that.
Um, not really, but I have seen a little bit of Star Trek, so
I never got into it myself, but
same. I've I've never like watched it full, but I have seen pieces here and there.
right.
It's too damn long. It's like,
Yeah, I don't blame you.
especially nowadays, it's at like I don't even remember how many movies there are.
I'm sure there's all sorts of fucking movies and TV shows, probably
Yeah,
spin-off series and what you have.
but I also don't want like I don't want the weapon to be like a laser of any kind.
I can understand that.
I kind of want to be. I kind of want it to be more like realistic of what it would probably be instead of weapons that aren't really even being close to being created.
Right. One of the things I never understood in Star Wars, like with the guns that they have, they just got unlimited ammo.
Yeah.
Because you never see anybody, like, oh shit, my fucking, you know, fucking, I don't even know what to call it, but like my chamber is overheated, need to get a new one. Motherfuckers, pick-ew, 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 pick-ew. 27 shots later, you're like, what the fuck is even going on? But I can understand that, we just wanted to have some a semblance of realness. But at the same time, have it be like a sci-fi inspired thing.
Yeah.
Could be it could be interesting, but I understand the struggle of trying to figure out even where to start with that.
And like living in Indiana, you don't really have much options of areas that would be nice to film for like desolate lands.
Right, you'd have to go out into the fucking desert or some shit.
Yeah. I mean, there's like there's farmland in Indiana but
Go out to the dunes.
yeah. I mean,
That's probably about as good as you get
probably.
in Indiana, at least.
Yeah. But I also don't want it to be like set in the desert. Because
Fair
I
enough.
feel like that's too much close to Dune, because Dune's set in like the desert area.
Yeah, I never seen Dune. I've heard there's like a lot of back and forth between like Star Wars and Dune fans. So like, I forget, wasn't Dune the book made before Star Wars or some shit?
I believe so, but I'd have to
Either
look
way,
it
one
up.
of them is like it's just a rip off of the other.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I feel like a lot more people find interest in the Star Wars just because of like the character creations,
right,
and, like all the different like looks.
and it's all like the movies themselves are also a lot older. So
Yeah.
well, yeah, isn't Dune pretty recent? Like the first one.
The first ever, or not the first ever, but like the most popular Dune that was released that wasn't with Timothy Chalamet was like in 1984. Star Wars was released in like the 70s.
Yeah, 1984. Damn, had that right on the nose, eh? But yeah, I never even heard of Dune before the Timothy Chalamet versions of it, and honestly, I'm not a fucking Timothy Chalamet guy. I don't really care for him, but he seems to be more popular nowadays. He's got Wonka and the whole Dune series or whatever.
He seems like a chill guy.
I don't know. He kind of gives off like a dickhead energy to me, but to each your own. I don't give a fuck.
He gives off like a theater kid, but also like I don't want to say popular, but
He's like if a theater kid was attractive,
yeah. I don't feel like he was like a dickhead to anybody.
Or I must say I don't even have
Right.
any fucking like instances of seeing him that I base my opinion in it. Just like the way he looks. I've never really gotten into much of his catalog, but
Because, like, if you watch a bunch of his interviews, he seems like a nice guy.
fair enough.
So.
You ever just see somebody and you're like, God damn, I feel like I'm 12 again. You ever see somebody and you're just like, I don't know why, but I don't like you, Doug.
Yeah, all the time at work when a customer walks in.
There's a reason behind that, but
Not really.
it's because they're there, making you have to do work.
No, because there's a guy today that walked in and he was like, he was a white kid who was like sagging and acting and like had chains on and shit and thought he was ghetto and just looked like an asshole. So, and I wasn't even like on dine. I was on drive.
Some people just give off that fucking that dickhead energy.
Or some of the people that we work with. But,
Big facts.
you know.
Anyways, onwards and upwards. So y'all about to get into newest installment of TT's Fun Fact. Hit him with a fun fact real quick while I get a glass of water.
Any fun fact is the question. Did you know that there was a whole platoon of military men that were sent out to get relics and paintings and save them so they didn't get destroyed during World War II? It's a fun fact. Yeah. Crazy that some people were sent out to save art during a world war. That doesn't mean the people know about it.
I'm about to say we watched what was it? The Monuments Men, right?
Yeah.
The film about it.
That doesn't mean everybody knows about it.
Yeah, you're right. We got about 4 new subscribers since that episode. Shouts out. Appreciate you. But that movie is pretty fucking crazy. Just these old heads just went back, put the fucking helmet on. For Narnia.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers wildin'. Sorry, goddamn. Stirring my water.
What else?
What else? What?
I don't know. Just trying to think.
Story of my life. I was talking fine, and then we started fucking recording, and now my throat is like.
Just like that.
Just like that. Watch out. All right. So, what you want to talk about first? The album or the film of the week, too?
Let's go with the album.
Okay. Okay, so actually, first, the album of the week is sent to you by way of Kyle Baston. Every now and again, he'll send me a album that he listens to, that he thinks I'll enjoy. And
Shit! I forgot to send you some shit.
What'd you forget?
Kyle's clip of the week.
We could have had one talk.
Is a motivational video.
Instead of TT's talks, we could have had Kyle's clips. Send them in. I probably won't remember to edit them in, but
he has sent them. I just forgot to send them to you. My bad, Kyle. My bad.
Anyways, the album of the week comes by way of Kyle Baston, and the album is from a group that I had never even heard of before. The group is called... Oh, my bad. Forgot to change the title. Give me just a second. You'd think I'd have this down by episode 50. So the group is called SAULT. SAULT. and the album is titled Five, the number five. Oh, that's one of my hotkeys. I just started playing the fucking song. Oh, I'm dead. All right, so, sorry about that. So,
You
the,
failed.
yeah, you'd think I'd have it figured out by episode 50, but here we are. So, anyways, the album is called Five, and Kyle said he was listening to albums for like inspiration for drums, trying to figure out like cool little grooves, And he sent this album to me, and he was like, the drums in this album are fucking crazy. And I was like, I was listening to the first song, and I texted him back, and I was like, you might be onto something with this one. And he was like, dude, it's so fucking good. Started listening, and I was like, okay, this shit's fire. So naturally, for the album of the week, I didn't have to do any work. Just listen to it. Bada bing, bada boom. There you go. So with the album, it's kind of like I don't even know how to say. It's kind of like funk meets jazz, a little bit of R&B kind of vibes in there. What's your opinion on the album, T?
Um,
Big stretch.
sorry. So
And you better believe that's gonna be the thumbnail footage right there. Just I'll clip that one too, so it'll just both be on there. Episode 50. Looking special needs. So, anyways, what do you think about the album of the week, T?
it's a good album. I liked it. I mean,
Is it
there's
something you throw in rotation of your daily listen?
probably not, but there are some songs in there that were really good.
You said your favorite earlier. We were talking about it. You said your favorite song off the album was the first track.
Up All Night.
And whenever somebody says the first track on the album is their favorite, I don't know if you telling the truth or not. Because like you just turn on the album, listen to the first one, he's like, all right, that's enough for me. And then, yeah, the first one was great, or low key. That's why I always put a little instrumental as the first track.
Can you hear me that? Thank you.
Got them ghetto tissues.
Big issues.
I don't know if that's the one. But what was I even talking about? Okay, yeah. So motherfuckers saying the first track is their favorite. That's low key why I make the first track just like a random ass instrumental.
Yeah.
Not too much was put into it, but there's a little bit of something there.
I mean, there's another song on there.
The first
Sorry
song's
about
called
that.
Up All Night.
There's another song on there that I liked, but I don't remember which one it was.
Bruh. One thing I could say about the first song, it is really fucking good. I love when the bongos are used correctly, Not many people use the bongos anymore, but
There's another song on here, but I forget which one it was.
this song is called Why, 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 Why. It's fire. Probably get a strike for playing that, but YOLO. But it's just kind of like a funky, groovy kind of. I would almost say like 8 or 70s kind of funk type vibes even. What you looking for over there?
I'm trying to find the other song that I liked. Forgot the name.
You know what we should have done at the beginning of the podcast?
What?
Was start like a playlist that everybody could follow, and we just put our top 3 from each album into it. Put it in the comments below. Would you enjoy that? Would you follow along with the Spotify playlist of the albums of the week? You got any luck over there, kid? Yes, no. I don't think so.
All right, so it wasn't a song, but it was on the album.
What do you mean it wasn't a song?
It wasn't a song. It was just a person talking.
There's a spoken word track on there?
Yeah.
The more you know.
It's called Add a Little Bit of Salt.
Oh, is it like one of the transition ones?
Yeah. Like a motivational.
Oh, okay. Also, listen to this transition between the songs. Get a little closer. That fucking transition goes crazy. I always love when an album does that, like kind of sounds like like they recorded the two songs at the same time but cut them in half. Fire.
Or do like a live but not alive. Basically what you said.
Right.
Like they recorded one song after the other.
Make it like a studio recording.
Yeah.
I wonder if anybody's ever made a whole album where like all the songs flow into each other like that.
You could be the first.
I'm sure somebody's already done it, but that would be fucking quite the.
I mean, it would make sense for like when you perform.
Yeah, but I don't think I'd want to perform the whole album. That would be fucking. That would be crazy. Perform the whole album front to back in order.
No, back to front in order.
You got to do it in order of popularity, You open up with a song that everybody knows, and then
that's not true.
You close with your most popular song.
That's not true.
How do you know?
You know how many concerts where I've heard them sing a song that nobody knows for the first song?
I mean, it happens every now and again, but I feel like, to get the crowd into you, play a song that is, second or third most popular, and then the last song of the night, rock out with the song that everybody's been fucking waiting for. Keep them interested, and then keep them waiting. Bada bing, bada boom. Well, that's what I do. I suppose it could vary for everybody else, but just in case you was wondering.
How's that water?
It's all right. Not really doing what I needed to.
What if we had an album, or not an album, a playlist? Or it was just our favorite songs. Not even off the album, just our favorite songs in general.
Leave it in the comments below. Which one would you want? Our favorite songs or our favorite songs from the podcast?
Just letting you know if it was our favorite songs that aren't from the podcast. It's going to be weird.
Yeah, it'd be some fucking... some weird-ass gothic shit.
And then Jaylen would be playing some in his fields.
Some fucking underground hip-hop, some shit.
Go from Juice WRLD to like fucking, I don't even know, like hard rock or some shit.
From Danny Elfman to fucking, I don't even know.
Pink Floyd.
Tizo Touchdown. I'm just a fan. Bro. Fire.
All right. Upwards and onwards.
Onwards and upwards. Okay. First of all.
You say onwards and upwards. Or what did you say?
Onwards and upwards.
Upwards and onwards.
Wrong.
You say the first one, I'll say the second one. Whenever you get off track, you say that. Whenever
I'll say onward and then you say upward.
upward.
Not quite what I meant, but okay. Onward and upward. So tell the people a little bit about the film of the week too.
The film of the week is Glass.
And what made you pick Glass?
It's on Netflix.
I swear to fucking God, I'm gonna cancel your fucking Netflix subscription. Make you go watch a movie in the theater or something else. So
it was on Netflix, and I've always wanted to watch it. I just never really had the time when it was released in theaters to go see it. So
that's exactly what happened to me. I never even seen the two other movies outside of Split that funnel into the movie.
It's
I
like
forget what
Glass and like I don't remember the last one.
What
it starts with a P, I think. Hey, I just make it easy for everybody when I choose a film off of Netflix, okay?
I guess.
Last week's wasn't off of Netflix.
Unbreakable. That's the other movie. Unbreakable and Split.
Last week's wasn't off of Netflix.
What even was last week's?
It was Zodiac.
Oh yeah. Forgot. Well. Look at you. Using another free website. He said, well, if it's there, I'm gonna use it. Anyways. Back to Split.
Upwards and onwards.
Glass. All right. So with Glass, have you ever seen Split?
Yeah.
So I saw Split when it came out in theaters, and I was like, "Oh shit, this movie looks like it's gonna be good as fuck."
I don't think actually, that's a lie. I think I watched it in theaters. It was either in theaters or like right after it got released onto.
Right. Anyways, so I watched the movie and I was like, "Damn, this shit's fucking crazy as shit." And so when I saw that they released Glass, and I was like, I never seen I didn't even know the fucking movie was made, Unbreakable. I'd never even known.
M. Night Shyamalan. That's who
Almost
made
had
it.
M. Night Shyamalan. Yeah,
M. Night Shyamalan.
perfect. Anyways, I'd never even heard of the other movies, so I saw it and I was like, "Oh shit!"
Shim Night Shyamalan.
Oh my, we're done. Thank you for watching. Anyway,
That's for you, Kyle.
anyways. So, I don't even remember what the fuck I was saying. What made you pick Glass outside of it being on Netflix? What did you like? What you didn't like?
So I liked Split.
Jesus fucking Christ! Yell into the microphone, why don't you? All right, talk at a normal volume this time.
So I liked Split, the first film.
Mm-hmm.
It showed what like most movies don't really show, like the mental state of people that have like DID and stuff like that.
I'm about to say, when I was watching the Split at first, I was like, this movie's fucking crazy. I never even knew that, like, that was a fucking real thing. You know, obviously it's a fucking real thing, but,
Yeah.
I was naive to the whole situation. And I was like, that's fucking crazy as shit. Some people's brains really just, like, splinter off like that just to, like, protect themselves from trauma,
Yeah.
It's crazy as fuck.
And then, so I liked that film, and I was like, when I saw Glass came out, I was like, oh shit, it's a second sequel to the first film.
Split Part 2.
And also, Samuel Jackson was in it.
Fair enough.
And what's his dick was also in it.
Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson's arguably like one of the best actors ever.
Meh. He's up there, but I wouldn't say he's like the best.
Who would you say is your favorite actor outside of Johnny Depp?
Yanni Yep. No, shit.
He said there's other actors.
Joaquin Phoenix is pretty good.
I like him a lot.
I can't. Why does my brain do this? People will ask me things about like who's your favorite actor? What's your favorite film? And I'm like,
My
I've
mind
seen
just
so
goes
much I
blank.
can't fucking remember their names anymore.
Yeah, I fucking felt that. I'm terrible with the fucking actors' names in general. Like,
'Cause
I'd be
they're
like,
fucking
oh,
weird.
the dude that played that one guy, you know,
Denzel Washington's pretty good.
Denzel Washington is pretty good.
Robert Downey Jr. is also up there. Robert De Niro's up there.
I can't really say I've ever seen anything that Robert De Niro's actually like, you know, like been the main role in.
Robin Williams is up there. Jack Nicholson is up there. A lot of them are up there.
What draws you to an actor? Do you like more method acting? Do you like when somebody gets into a character? Well, I guess that's kind of method acting, but you know,
Probably method acting or like, when they play characters that you would never really see them as,
right?
and they
like
can just like take that character and make it a thing.
having a wide range.
Yeah, like Johnny Depp playing Ed Wood. Like you'd never see him play a character like that.
Right.
And then he just goes out there and smashes it.
I was about to say he played Ed Wood and then he played Willy Wonka, but those are kind of they're kind of close if you think about it. They're kind of close.
But yeah, just characters like you would never really see them as, and then
Right.
they go out there and
I always find it
Destroy
really
it.
interesting when, you know,
like
Espe-
Joaquin
like-
Phoenix when he
yeah,
played the Joker, how much weight he lost for that role.
Joaquin was like one of those fucking crazy method actors.
Um,
Or I was thinking about Robert Downey Jr. Like, you know, he's fucking Iron Man, and then
Yeah.
he goes and does Oppenheimer, you know, and he's in Tropic Thunder, which is like a comedy, and yeah, he just has all sorts of crazy ass roles that, like, I feel like he's one of those really good examples of people that have a really good range.
or like characters like that you can like that make you feel a certain way because what's his name? Jamie something Jamie.
Good old Jamie something.
Not
What was he in?
he's in a lot of he was in Baby Driver. I can't think of the film. Other films.
I have no idea.
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie, you couldn't think of Jamie Foxx?
I was like, is Jamie
Good Lord.
something? Again, my brain just forgets names. But like, Jamie Foxx has played so many roles to where like, there's times where he plays a character and you're like, I like this character, and then there's some times where he plays a character and you're like, I fucking hate this guy.
Yeah, I can.
I like
understand
actors that can do that,
that. Fair enough.
like make you either hate or like the character.
I can understand that.
Or, yeah,
Like they play both sides of the fence.
but they do it in a way to where it's like It's not like, oh, well, it's just The Rock playing a character that's bad, or it's The
Right.
Rock playing a character that's good. I want it to be like, that's the character, and I fucking hate that character, but then that's the other character that I like.
Right. You don't want to be like, oh shit, fucking Zac Efron's being a lifeguard at the beach, you
Yeah.
know, or Zac Efron's, yeah. I'm just using him as an example,
Yeah.
Not saying he's a good or a bad actor, but
I mean, isn't that basically the point of acting, though? To make
Yeah.
you hate them or hate the character?
have some sort of feeling about the character in general.
Yeah.
One of the things I love about Samuel L. Jackson is like how in every movie he damn near has like that motherfucker,
Yeah.
I always love when they have like a through line with all their movies and shit. It's it's one of those comedy things that fucking cracks me up.
Samuel L. Jackson will always have my heart in comedy.
There's a son of a bitch.
The one fucking time when in Django Unchained. You see that up on that horse?
You see that nigga up on the horse? Fucking fried.
But yeah, just characters that can or not characters, actors that can just take a role and make it their own,
I'm honestly, whenever I see an
or
actor,
that can like act through accidents that happen.
right? That's what I was about to bring up. Like, whenever I see an actor that I really like, I always wonder how much of it is like scripted versus how much of it is ad libbed or
Like, Jesus Christ, how do I forget his name?
Robin Williams,
No, we were literally talking about
Jamie Foxx,
No,
Samuel L. Jackson.
no, he was in Django Unchained, but he wasn't either Jamie Foxx nor Samuel L. Jackson. He was also in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
The white guy.
Yeah.
I
literally fucking
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yes.
There
him.
we go. What about him?
In Django Unchained, when he broke the glass and it actually cut his hand open.
Yeah,
And he just kept acting through
right.
it.
I feel like he's also one of those good examples of a really diverse actor. Like he played in Django, and then he was also in Wolves of Wall Street, which is like a fucking crazy ass movie.
Yeah.
One thing these actors all have in common: Jamie Foxx, Leonardo, and Samuel L. Jackson. They all work with Tarantino. Coincidence? I think not. Tarantino's the best. Put a crown on him.
Sorry, I'm petting the cat.
Oh, I can see.
Well, the people on.
Yeah, you're right. It just looks like you off the. You just see your hand, and then the cat's like cut off. All right. Anyways, you got anything else about the album or the film, or anything in general before we let the people go? Oh yeah, if you missed last week, we don't have TT's Talks. He's off social media. Man's got Instagram again. Lasted 2 weeks.
I'm not using it.
I'm not using it. How'd I just get a DM from you the other day? Coincidence?
It was one video. And it was the video after I watched Kyle's video that he sent me.
I'm just saying, you scrolled. You gave in. No, I'm playing. Moderation is the key, really. Post and ghost.
Who's your favorite director other than Tarantino?
Oh, we didn't even speak about the fucking director of the film. M. Night Shyamalan. He's one of those fucking directors.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Okay. I'm going to bed. Anyways, M. Night Shyamalan. He always, in his movies, he's always known for like that twist at the end, where you're like, ah, shit. Well, this fucking movie ended fucking sad as shit, and then the last 5 minutes, you're like, oh, what the fuck? Spoiler alert. at the end of the movie, like they have this like big ass fight scene, and you know everybody fucking dies, and you're like, well, that fucking sucks, dick. And you know the camera pulls away, and you're like, well, I guess that's the end of the movie. And then the last 5 minutes, you figure out that they were fucking live streaming the whole shit to like the entire world, and you know, like the organization. Good lord,
Isn't Baby Driver made by M. Night Shyamalan?
I don't think so. It was made by Edgar Wright, whoever that guy is. I couldn't tell you anything about him.
Also, how do these directors all have like some weird ass names?
I couldn't tell you.
You got Tim Burton, Quentin Tarantino, M. Night Shyamalan. Fucking who else?
Wes Anderson,
Wes Anderson, Martin
Stanley
Scorsese,
Kubrick.
Stanley Kubrick, Martin Scorsese. Like they all just got names that like sound good.
Make you up a fake name. Our authors do it all the time.
No, I just got Theo.
It is what you want it to be. I didn't like my name, so my music's not under my name.
I mean, technically it is.
Well, you know, it's not written out. Jaylen Kale. Just Jack.
But yeah, it's just
What's that
very
called?
weird.
What's that called when you pick a fake name? A pseudonym or some shit?
I wanted to say ghostwriter, but that's not right.
Yeah, pseudonym. Got
More
that
you
shit
know.
locked back in the back of the vault.
The more you know.
The more you know. All right, since we ain't got TT's talks, it's gonna be a shorter episode, but next 2 episodes, hopefully, a couple bangers. We got a couple guests on both episodes back to back, so stay tuned. I want to say thank you one more time for watching the Two Tone Podcast. Linktree.com/JAK Productions. That'll take you to all my hoo-ha. And Linktree.com/Glasshouse Films.
Yep.
Will take you to TT's hoo-ha. Night Shift out on YouTube. Spiff and Kush coming soon, I promise. We have still yet to decide what happens after the 1 year mark of the podcast, so keep your eyes peeled. I'm sure we'll post something on the social medias and whatnot. So give us a follow on Instagram. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Leave us a comment if you would like to listen to our Spotify playlist. And yeah, that's about all I got for you. So deuce. Hit subscribe. Hit subscribe. Why you out here tormenting the cat? Ew.